Welcome back, everybody, and to anyone that's new, I'm Kathy Arbor, and welcome to my studio. Today, I thought I was going to do acrylic painting, and then I thought, no, I think I'll do some work in my, this is my file folder journal, and I've been doing this for about 2 years now, or maybe 3, could be my 3rd year. Hey, Dorothy, good to see you. And I thought, well, I've got a bunch of different paintings and stuff. I really should see what I can do with them as far as putting them into my this year's journal. And I did do a little bit of this is plastic sleeves. I sewed these in just so that I could slip in the watercolor ones so they don't get dirty. I'm just seeing if that's a little bit on the bright side. Let's see. That's a little better. So I have a bunch here, well, loose ones that this one's actually from December 30th, but could put it in. And then I made little pockets, little slips that I could slide ones in case I want to use them. That was the last one we did. I think I might put it in here. It fit. So I just thought, well, let's play with it. Maybe I'll make, I am looking at doing some other things. I have a bunch. So there's these yet to put in. These I just found. I have odds and sods, and I'd like to put them all somewhere so they're not just laying here and there. And that was a member stream that we did last month, I believe. That was fun. I actually used a moss and glued it on, colored it. There's a lot of different layers to this one. It's quite thick. Be cute in a frame. And that was done on January. Okay, and that was done March. And then the little fawn we did. So these have to go into this book. I'm still fighting with ideas, you could say. Well, thanks, Dorothy. So you have nice weather there. It's actually today is a little bit warmer, +6, I think. It's better than yesterday. Yesterday was -2 all day, and then we had -4 at night. Tonight's supposed to get cold, -4, but I think that's going to be the last of the freezing temperatures is tonight. And then hopefully spring is here. Luckily, my real tender perennials like hostas and that type of thing, they aren't up too much. So they should be okay. No, it is nasty and cold. Oh, really? Such a strange weather we're having anymore. It was like this last year too. We had a really cold spring. Hope that's not a sign of how our springs are going to be now. So I was thinking of actually maybe even making some borders. What I like to do is I like to go back and look at my other art journal pages that from the file folder project. and see things that I like in it and then incorporate them into the ones you're doing at the moment. That's why I love keeping our art journals handy. So you can, if you run into a snag and you're not sure what to do, you can always look back and see what pages you really liked and do something similar in the ones that you're doing now. The garden desperately needs a good. Oh, oh, really? You haven't got much rain? That is odd. Hey, Devin. So I was thinking of maybe gluing some of these in. Now, some of these actually, well, this is March. This one was January. March. That's April. So that's an old one. So this one should go in here somewhere. That was in yeah, it should be in here. I did quite a few in there. But I could also add to this page here somehow. I don't know. Well, I could actually glue one onto this side here so that I have another page to glue onto, or make another stitch to add to. Let's get a piece of file folder. Let's see. Actually, I had this one I was going to play with too that I haven't. I might keep that for later. Not much rain or snow this year, just cold. Oh, yeah, because you guys, you're always raining over there, it seems. That's strange, eh? So I think I'm just going to cut this along the fold here and glue it on to the reverse side of this accordion fold. So you can have the accordion fold used on both sides or just one side. Hey, Dar. So since I need a little bit more room in the beginning of the year, I can put it down here so I can still glue stuff on there. That way, actually, let me think. Yeah, I could do that. And then keep this for where the yeah, I have to have a blank area for the cover. So I can just put like that there. And then the cover can go on this part, so it'll open like that. So put some two-way tape on it. It just stops it from buckling so much instead of the glue. Hey, Sherry. And then we'll, I don't know, make some pockets maybe. I might take a little peek at some of my older journals and see what I did in those. Let's see what we can do. I like borders too. I remember one of them has a bunch of borders and I really liked it. It's a little time consuming, but kind of like Zentangling, really. But they do look pretty. Or you can add scrapbook paper or jelly prints to your pages. You don't have to use file folders. You could use whatever you have. Just use what you got. If you don't have file folders, use scrapbook paper. I better do this. Get it right size. So I have I've been working in the garden a little bit in between the snow. There we go. So I did have a lot of cleaning up to do because I don't clean my garden out in the fall. I let it stay all. These ones are just regular, I believe. I don't think they're the great big giant ones. Let's see. They are 11.5 by 9.5. So I think those are just the regular size. So then I've just added, so now I can actually put one of my other ones in there. So this one was on the 13th. It doesn't have to be what do you call it? In order. Now, if you want to, I didn't really make that straight, did I? These are the worst. I bought these at not really secondhand. It was a surplus store. I know why they were surplus now. They're terrible. They were cut crooked. So I'm gonna have to. I think I will put it like that. Maybe paint the edge. Pretty sure that's not my paper. Let me check. Nope, it's got to be well, I didn't glue it straight for one thing. Let's see. Yeah, it's crooked. Pretty sure. Okay. So I could. Is that going to bug me? It doesn't have to be perfect. I'd have to cover this in black paint, maybe. or marker, whatever you got. Let's see what I got out here. I got some soft black. Why not? Those raccoons are so... Oh, thanks. You did those, didn't you, Devin? I think there was a printable for those. Pretty sure. Let's see. Brush. That's kind of crusty. Yeah, so it's been kind of a crazy week for me. Internet issues and dental. God, never ends. Supposed to go back for dental again, but I think that's next week. Hopefully I'll be home in time. It's not that hard. You'd like that one. I think you could do it. Got some crusties in there, I think. Not wanting to come out. I did the raccoons. They were fun. Oh yeah, I remember that. You posted it. That was so cute. You did a great job. There's a big goober. Cover that up and put it in the garbage before I end up having it all over me, which is very possible. So what have you been doing? I haven't been in the garden at all this week because of the frigid temperatures here and snow. We got snow yesterday, but it's gone now because it was warmer today. But I've had enough. No more. It really affects my mood. Like, I don't know about you guys, but most people get affected. Seasonal effectiveness is a gardener's depression. It's like I didn't even want to get out of bed yesterday. It was terrible. You just wait and wait for that warm weather to come about so you can get out into the garden and get your hands in some dirt. And then it snows. Yeah, I can't believe how bad your weather's been hot, because you guys usually have temperate temperatures. Hey, Lori, Kathleen. Janet. My garden came earlier in the week. Oh, that's good. We had snow yesterday, but it all melted by the evening. Oh, you had snow too? You can get snow into late May, though, where you are. I couldn't handle that. No, they'd have to take me away in the paddy wagon, I'm sure. It couldn't handle that. Yeah, so then we can just put this guy on there like that. Something like that. Or just dots, double-sided tape, just to tack it. I won't really put a heavy, where did I put that now? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Did I just have it roll off the table? I think I did. Don't see it. Oh, it's right in front of me. So I'm just gonna tack the corner probably. And then I can just take it off if I want to. Yes, usually get a dump of snow in May and it wrecks everything. Yeah. So when's your last frost date? Must be in June. Ours is May 24th. Most of the times you can get away with it before then, like mid-May, but if you're doing annuals and stuff like that, the price of annuals too, it's not worth the chance anymore. One benefit is that the spring flowers have flowered for longer. My teeny daffodils are still out. Oh yes, that's true, Dot. Yeah, mine have just started blooming, my daffodils. So there is that. And the magnolias haven't started yet here. Probably a couple weeks now, they'll be blooming. The red buds. Doesn't take long for the stuff to come up. All right. Like that. There. So just leave it like that. That way I can take it off if I want. And that's like that. What's the next one I need? Oh, that belongs in the front, I think. Then we have, okay. So that was on the, oh, I just put that there. So this one, I think then that one, then this is the last in March. That's February. That's March. Okay, so I can put this one down. I think I could just put it like that. And that's just done on a piece of the file folder also. So I guess I could do the same thing. On the corners. And then if I wanted to do something fancier, I can always make corners too. And then I thought I might make some people, lost relatives, or whatever you want to call them, for my other book. I like my creative draw my day type of book. I like to have people in those with expressions on their face. Oh, thanks, Devin. If you got snow here in Northern Carolina, I would stay in bed. Yeah. Oh, I feel sorry for anyone who lives north of me. Yeah, I keep looking at Dee Dee's garden that she keeps posting, taunting us northerners. Makes us feel bad. So this will go over top of my border up here, but that's okay. There. I could slip stuff in there too if I wanted to. Just if I find any more, that's what I'll probably do. And this one was a member stream we did. I think I could cut the bottom off a little bit though. Let's see. Or I could just put a pocket in there. That's what I'll do. So I'm going to make a little kind of pocket. I wonder if I can. That would have to go in there and around there. I'd have to cut my thing. If you have any kind of scraps or let's see. Okay, I've got a few scraps here. And just make a pocket on the bottom and at the top, maybe. Or just on the bottom, too. Pull it over. Right about there. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? May 24th usually. Oh, okay. Same as us. Why is that? You send your cold weather to us or something? Although that's normally how it works. It whips around, comes down from you guys. Okay, and then I'm just going to make a pocket. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Yes, she has tomatoes by the time I'm planting mine out. Yeah, I know. It's like August before we have our tomatoes. Sometimes I wonder if it's even worth doing them because it takes so long to get them. They are good, but you can get them at the store, and they're not expensive here, especially in the farmland area. So our grocery stores usually support our local farmers, which is nice, instead of buying the other big store produce. Okay. Yes, yeah, that's weird. I would have thought it would have been June. It is a beautiful area you live in, though. I have been down there. Red Deer, and I went all along there to BC. It was gorgeous. I went in late April one year for a couple weeks. It was beautiful. I could be wrong. I'm not a gardener. There's nothing like tomato cut from the garden still warm. Yes, you're true. That's very true. Or fresh beans, green beans or yellow beans, wax beans, I guess you call them. So yummy. Fresh rhubarb. I do have a big patch of rhubarb, which is growing like crazy. My goodness. Although last year, tomatoes were terrible in the garden. The watering was like the rains we had and then a dry spell. I think that was the reason why they just didn't grow. And they rotted. How you get the bud rot on the bottom of the tomato. I think that's from inconsistent water. From what I read, could be wrong. I'm not much of a vegetable grower. Hey, Lena, good to see you. What's the weather like in your part of the world? It's finally getting a little bit warmer here, which is good because I was getting fed up. Imagine the growers too. They're probably pretty fed up with. Normally they already have one shipment of annuals out by now. I guess I could put. Let's see. Then I could put that in there. I don't have to cut it then, although it might rip. Could put something here to stop it from flipping, maybe. Awesome. We just had guests and we all sat outside in the garden. Awesome. I almost got a small tan going on. That's good. Get that vitamin D. It's good for you. Send it over. Yeah, Dot's been getting some crappy weather over there too, which is odd for there. Usually their stuff is growing like crazy and they're so far advanced. Okay, so maybe I should put something on the background here. Or just paint it. Maybe I could just use some stencils. There's an idea. I do have stencils. So how to use your stuff. Now I could extend this out into here. That might be kind of nice. If I can find the same color. Or I could use a color in here and bring it into this area. Let's see. Well, it's about birdhouses, so what do I want to use? I could go leafy too. That might work. Circles. Oh, these are the ones that Xandra sent me. Let's try some of these. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to put that up for a paint on it. Maybe we'll find that blue. That might be it. Blue and black, maybe? Burnt umber. Gray. Black. All right. It's got a little bit of this, what is it called? Winter blue. I think that's what it is. Just going to put some on my little lid here. And I'm going to, I think, extend this blue out a little bit. So so use up your different kinds of scraps. Make pockets or little corners. Then you can just slide them in. And this is old paint. So I'm just going to put on here. So it kind of blends in. And I think Well, let's see what we want to do here. I don't know where I have put my baby wipes. So I'll use a paper towel. Get some of this off. That's not going to work. You have to use matte medium on your page before you put the paint down if you want to move it. So let's put on let's just play. See what we can get. Disguise the edge. Okay. There. So this is just going to be covered just for decoration when I lift the other one out. Okay. Cover that up there. Came up. And well, that kind of matches the bird. Little ducklings there. And then we can take, where'd that other stencil go? There it is. Do I want that or something bigger? Some black. I'm just cleaning my sponge out. And just, I had a black dab on one of the corners here, so oh, come on. There. Just disguise it by adding more. I'll go right into here a little bit. Connect the two. And maybe just a smidge over here. Like that. Then, because there's this yellow color in the birds, I'm going to leave that and then just dry it. Oh, Melissa. These stencils were, I don't have the paper or the packaging. I'm not sure what they are. They were gifted to me. Xandra gave them to me. Sorry. I'm not a stencil up with all the stencils. I got a bunch, but I don't use them that much. There, so now it doesn't matter if that. I think it needs a little something to keep it in place, though. What can I do? I think could have a little clip of some sort. Maybe just a, yeah, just a. I think I have clips. Now, of course, you could always make fancy clips. Yeah, I could put it up here. Right in there, like that. So it doesn't flip up. That. I think that'll stay. Or you could make I don't know, something else, a little bird that slides on, maybe. That would be kind of cute too. Do I have a little bird? Let me think. Something stiff. Thinking. Look through your scrapbook papers too. You have small ones or big ones, pages. I have this too. I could put this on cardstock. I've never used it. So there's birds. These sticker. I don't know. Butterflies. I want something big though. That's facing the wrong way. Those are big. Let's see. Something that would go with that. Has to be on. There's ducks. Geese, swans. It's probably boring for you guys. This is what I do though. Sometimes it's good to see how we put things together. It's not always, instant. Oh, and I'll show you what, oh, those are cute, little owls. I'll show you what we did in the members stream. That's pretty too, for the flower. Oh, pink doesn't really go with it. Blue does though. Bugs. Those are pretty. There's a delphinium, I think. I could put it on a piece of cardboard. Lots of butterflies. Those are pretty. Pretty butterflies. Why am I so picky? I am. This is why I don't like to do collage. I am way too picky when I do collage. I keep looking and I keep looking because I think, oh, it might be a better one. It's just the way it is, people. I can't help myself. Those are cute. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'll use this one. But I'm going to put it on a piece of cardstock, I think. Or here's some. Let's put it on the back of this. And then I can cut it out. Actually, do I want it on that? No, maybe I want white. Okay, here's some cardstock. I want the background white anyways, because the painting is white. So, and how do I want this? It can be upside down too, doesn't matter. If I do it this way, I want it that way. There. Not exactly the same white, but it'll do. And I might I'm going to cut it along the edge of this part here. And this will be the part that slides over top of the painting. And I think I'm gonna, do I want that? I think I'm just gonna cut around that leaf. Let's see. And I can have it glued on there. I could have it like that too. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut around the butterfly. I know, you're saying. Just glue the darn thing. I know. I have a problem. It goes like that. And okay. I figured at least I could say I pulled a piece off. I just recognized all my washi tape. I bought more at Michael's yesterday. Oh, you just reorganized. Oh, okay. Let's see. That'll fit. Is that going to fit? Yes. Perfect. All right. You have a high attention to detail. Yes, I do. I do. Okay, so it's like that. And then then I can just fold this over because this will be covered anyways. And it'll strengthen it. So just I've always liked detail. I don't know why. I can remember when I was a kid, my mom and dad would let me paint the windows for Christmas and Easter. And I'd spend hours doing all the detail. And I remember the first portrait, I guess you could say, that I did. I used to love watching horror movies when I was a kid. Sir Graves Ghastly was my favorite. And I remember watching Werewolf, the one of the first ones. So I thought, I was just instantly intrigued on the growl face of the werewolf, and I thought, I'm going to draw that. So what I did was I went into the bathroom and I drew it looking at my face growling. And it turned out pretty good for my first one. There, see? Now I can just go like that, and I'll have to have that clip kind of matches, and it's going to stay in place. So a little more than I had to do, but I like it. I like a little added stuff. So now we can cover this page with something and just cover that up. So what's next? I used to do that too, even learned how to do it backward so the neighbors could view. Oh, wow, really? Geesh, you're good, Dot. I didn't try that. Okay, so that was that there, and then, oh, I guess I could put this in. This was what we did on the membership. So budding artist and blooming artist, there's a video for this, and there's also a downloadable for it, and your supply list is in the community page, or if you're on Patreon, it's in the underneath the video in the description of all the stuff you need. Now you can do it on scrapbook paper, regular paper, canvas, wood, whatever. Same thing applies. And so this is just a background paper from a book of paper. I think it was what was it, that Magical Kingdom one? I can't even remember what it's called. Where they had all kinds of fairies and frogs and stuff. So the little mushrooms, the bird, the shovel, the grasses, that's all that's been painted on here. All this other stuff is part of the paper. I like doing that. So you find a paper pack that's got already a background scene on it or some kind of decoration on it, then you just embellish it with a painting over top. And as you can see, it didn't buckle. It's flat. So you could actually put this in a 12 by 12 frame if you wanted to. That's it. Enchanted Forest. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Colleen. So we could put this one on this side if we want. And might have to take off a bit of the top or a bit of the bottom. And I could just glue this right on so that fits the whole thing. I don't know. Or I could make it into a flip. As a center thing. Because it's going to have to fold one way or another. So either there. Or by the fairy here. What to do? Decisions. You don't really notice the mushrooms there, so I could actually, although I like this part too. What do I do? Or do I cut it and just make it into a center? I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to get the cutter out. And I'm going to take a little bit off the top, or maybe I'll just fold it. Yeah, I think I'll fold it. Just a smidge on both sides. Like 1/4 of an inch would do. Okay. For 1/4 inch. That's going to be a little hard on that. This is embossed also. Let's see. I watched the first part of your stream, Colleen. I love those tags you're doing. You can put your channel up. Anyone that's got a channel, feel free. Okay, so I could like that, and then so 6 inches. Let's see. Is 12, so 6 inches. Thanks, Devin. Skip that. What time is it? 2:10. I don't know why pups are whining upstairs. My son's not home, well, and they've been spoiled having him home. So that should do. that. All right, so tape. Where did I just put it? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Well, how can you lose things this quick? Oh my God. Not there. I don't know, guys, I'm hopeless. Did I drop it? Nope. Is it in front of my face? I don't see it. I don't know how I can lose stuff so fast. I swear there's got to be fairies around here. Oh, there it is. It was on top of my paper roll. Disguised. Okay, I'm just going to put some of this 1/4 inch, make a pocket. Should work. And that way I don't have to cut it. Colleen, you lost the whole chicken today. Colleen lost the whole chicken. I don't feel bad then. People, you got to go and watch the show if you want to know what that means. All right, so these are going to be little pockets. That I can slide. Well, I guess I should, let's put some other paper in there. Or, yeah, paper, because I've got that to hide. So we could do an accent of green, maybe. Let's see what I got. Okay, gotta get some green. Okay, here's some awesome green. I'm just going to cut it in half. Oh, I cut 2 pieces. Oh, And that will go in there like that. And then this one will go in here like that. So we'll just glue these down. It's a little bit taller. About a 1/4 of an inch I need to take off. And then we can put this in. Oh my gosh, they're whining up there. Can you guys hear them? I might have to go up and see what's going on. Typically, they just sleep. Yeah, I have a ton of scrapbook paper, and I'm not much of a scrapbooker. I thought I was going to be, but it's just not my thing. I think because I spend too much time picking things out and placing things. It's too stressful for me. So I do love paper though, so I like the fact that I can use it in my art. So I'm not disappointed or gonna get rid of it. I'll just use it in my art. I like to use it in mixed media stuff too, like ripping it up and painting over it and collaging with parts of it for backgrounds, that type of thing. So that's what I'm going to do. So this will go on the side here first. And then I'll put the other thing on over top. The painting. Now, if you're one that would want to keep it in case you wanted to frame it, you could always have a scanned copy of it, just as a documented. If you're doing this, you could still do all of your paintings, but scanned, and have it in a file folder. Might have to have a smaller file folder though, as these are a little bit taller than your typical copy paper size. It's nice to flip through your year's work of paintings or drawings or whatever you're doing. Maybe you just want paintings in it, or maybe you want everything in it. You could do that too. I like flipping through them though. Okay, so then this one will go down. That. And I can make sure you do it the right way. Yep. I've done that before. I think almost every journal I've got an upside down page. Okay, once I get this on, I'm gonna have to go upstairs to see what they're doing. They might want out, although I did take them out before I came down, but you never know. And then after this, we can try and do a little character. So make up something. Okay. So the fold is right there. I want to make sure I get this straight. It's a little crooked. I don't know. It's just something for me. Oh, see, you can put stuff in there yet. Now, I didn't have to cut it, so it's still intact. So I think that looks cute. So then you can put like blue stuff in. Let's see. I have this bunny that could go in there. I have one already in the I could actually put him on there too, but so we can just slide him in there now. Let's see if we fit. Yep. So his ears stick out, so you'll know something's there. Okay. Sure. Hopefully. Something's not right. Is it crooked? Oops. Might have to cut it. Something's bowing. Oh, it might have been the. Let's see. Here. All right, so then you could add more stuff in there. You could clip stuff onto this page if you wanted to and do a little note in here. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, they're cute, eh? Little ears peeking out. All right. And I think yep, I think that's it for adding on to this. And I need to add another page. So this is, let's see, May. Yeah, maybe June we'll flip it over. So then we'll start doing this side. And then you got, see? So we'll add some more to this. So I'll just, I just taped other file folders so that they made an accordion shape. See? So that way you can flip it. Okay, I'll be right back. I just need to see what those dogs are doing. And we'll see if we can, I don't know, make some, add some of these. So just talk amongst yourself. Those ears are, oh, okay. So this is a 2020. I did that February, I think it was February 28 faces, I think it is. So quick drawings. Some I did in pastels. That's when I got the pastels. These are fun to do because you kind of have to limit yourself. They're more of a line drawing, and you just make up things. This is a made up creature, like a mosquito man or something. And it was a print, a jelly print, and I saw the face in it, so that's what I made up. See? Upside down. Told ya. And these are just off of the internet. I just did a quick drawings of people, or some I just had the eyes, and then I made the face to go with the eyes. Thanks. These were fun. Lena, I think you did this too, didn't you? Pretty sure you did. So you can make up faces however you want. And they don't have to be really detailed or lifelike. They can be all kinds of faces. Like the, what are they called? Lost relatives or something like that. I think Barb Owen started that. And I have a book. This enabler alert. Where did I put it? There it is. I've had this for a while. Expressive Little Faces. This is a great little book of painting little faces or drawing them. So I thought we could do a few of these. Like, this is so cute for just putting in your diary. It expresses the face and gives it an attitude or an emotion with it. And a lot of times you need that when you're doing your daily journaling to get something across of what happened that day or how you were feeling that day. I have started doing some of that too, Kathy. Oh, awesome. Great, Dar. So these are so fun. And as you can see, you don't have to have the exact colors of face. You can make them rainbow and they still look cute. And you could, depending on the distance of the eyes and nose, and if you put wrinkles in or not, will determine the age of your face. But I thought we could try some of these. You could do them in watercolor too if you want, or inks, brush pens, markers. She uses all kinds, and then she uses a white jelly roll for highlights, that type of thing. But there's, start out simple. So happy face, there you go. Change it up a little, give us his nose, give him a little attitude with a little smirk on the side, like that. Difference, Well, this is more or less the planes of the face. Depends how much you want to get into it. The shape can be an oval. There's many different shapes of a face. There's round. There's pear-shaped faces. There's square-looking faces. It varies. Some have bigger chins than others, bigger noses, and she gets into all kinds of stuff like how to build face. She's just added more or less a brush mark. Lena, your 30 days of faces were great. Didn't you do the using the different art supplies? I think she did. Yes, different art supplies for each face, and was amazed at my stash. Yeah, eh? Just never know what's in those drawers. So then you got cartoon eyes, different eyes, different ways of making the eyes gives it a different emotion again. So she gives you steps on doing the eyes. So it depends on, how much you want to get into. How realistic do you want it? Do you want it more cartoony? Do you want more realistic? I like the semi in between, so you can make them more comical looking or less serious, I guess you could say. And you can add your hair, different types of hair and glasses. And so if you want to do quick faces, this is a really good book. Awesome book. And she's very very stepped out in her instructions, so it's a very easy book to follow. So I thought we could make some faces and then add them to bodies. I think that would be kind of fun. So you can make them, do you want them, look at that, purple and red. She uses a lot of ink and watercolor, but you can use whatever you have. If you have acrylics, you just water them down a little bit. It's color mixing to make a certain color. But it's a great exercise book if you're interested in this type of making faces, basically. It doesn't have to be really difficult. It could be very simple. I'm not sure, but I think she also has a book on bodies too. Face field work. I could be wrong though. Don't quote me on it. So let's play with this a little bit. Yeah, it's a really neat book, and it shows you don't have to get really crazy detailed. Some watercolor paper. I have some scraps here. Let's see. Put this to the side here, just in case I need it. And we'll just make some blobs. Let's see. Maybe, what do you want me to use? Some acrylics, or do you want me to use some watercolor? What would you like me to use? because it doesn't much matter to me. Watercolor. That it? Anyone else? You could use colored pencil if you wanted to. When you're making the face, the shape of the face, so it's probably best to use a fairly large brush. Maybe even a filbert. Let's see. If you have a big one. I don't think I have a giant one. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. I do have a big one. So this is a filbert. So it's got the curved end. It's flat. So we can just mix up some colors. Doesn't have to be face colors. We could just add a little bit. I'm going to spray these. Let's do a little of this bright magenta and a little bit of Indian yellow to it. It'll give a pretty color. So if I just, that's all you need to start. Just a mark. A little bit of red to it, maybe. You get different colors. You can make them bigger if you want. Give them a chin. That. So we'll just make some of these guys. Let's make one that's fairly wide. And then it goes to a point. Maybe just a round one. Okay. I'll bring you guys in a little bit so you can see what I'm going to do. Okay, so we'll dry that up as is. Thanks, Lena. I know sometimes they're hard to, I don't know why they do that, but. All right, so then you can take a smaller brush of, this is a number 4. Let's see what she does. I'll go by her steps. So she puts ears on them. So roughly, the ear is kind of, the top of the ear is usually kind of going in between your eye, like the center of your eye where your pupil is the top of your ear. And then usually it's just below your nose line. It ends. But some people have really big ears and some people have short ears. So if you want to make it a little more realistic, then you can stick to that. If not, you can make them however big you want. So let's say this guy, now it could be a female, it could be a male. Maybe some of them stick out more than the others. Make them whatever you want. Give more of a lobe there. Let's see, maybe we'll give this guy a bigger ear. Maybe he's a little bit on the elfish side. Like that. Or it could have tiny little ears too. Just little ones. You can make them however you want. It's your lost relative, so to speak. Make them up. This guy looks alien. So maybe he'll have weird ears. Maybe don't. Maybe his ears are really low instead of. Let's see, we'll do it right like that. Little cupped ears. All right. Then the eyes you can draw with a pencil. Because they're so small, might be easier. So the way she does it, let's see, pencil. These are very simple ones. So just an arc, the dot, and then this is looking up. Usually your eyes, you can't see the white unless you're looking up. Sleepy eyes, the lids are down lower. Here's some surprised look. The whole, you can see the whole circular part of the iris, and there's a bit of white on the top. That's kind of a shock or surprise. Laughing eyes, worried eyes. So these are worried eyes to me. Laughing eyes. It could be laughing eyes. This could be laughing eyes. This could be, actually, this could be scared too. But this is more or less shock. to me. So let's see what we can do. If you look back here, just a generic eye you can do. Let's see. See, these are very simple. More almond shaped. So I think if you want to start off with something like that first, I would try that just to get comfortable with it. So that's the main thing about doing stuff like this, is find your comfort level first. Don't start into something really difficult that you're gonna be upset with yourself. You don't want that. These are very simple. The mouths, will do something simple. There's a bunch of eyes. You could just do this if you wanted to. Try eyes. Like, here, let's do some of these. Well, maybe this one here. See how she's looking up? So she's got the top of the ear would be kind of in the center. And there's usually enough width between the nose, like both eyes, to fit one eye. But if you're just playing and making up your own, that doesn't matter. So let's put, and then just big eyes. You could do this with colored pencil or marker. And then the eyebrows are most of the expression. So this one, like that. See how they have just two little commas. So usually it's halfway down between the eyes and the chin, but that can change too. So, and the size of the nostrils can be different. And then the mouth you could work on with a different color if you want. We could just try this. Just a little mouth. Let's give this guy depending on how the eyeballs are sitting too, makes a difference. Let's see, maybe bigger nose. Maybe, I think I'll put a mustache on this guy. So he kind of looks like the wolf man. This looks like fur. Let's give him fuzzy eyebrows. Maybe a unibrow. Unibrow, kind of. So he's kind of looking. Let's give him a long mustache. And just a little lip there. Brows matter too. Sometimes a nice big brow is more masculine. So let's see, what else could we do? Big eyes. Maybe wider. This guy. I'll start off with his nose first. And let's see, I'm just going to give him a little mouth. And then beady little eyes. And then just a small little eyebrow. Maybe this one's got a big head. Smiling maybe. Could make the ears a little bit more pronounced. Put some lines in there, how the ears would be. This one, let's just do round, more of a round. You're waiting for the tattoo. tattoos. I can't help it. I tend to go very masculine. I really enjoy drawing men's faces. I don't know why. What? I really have a problem drawing women. Um, let's see. What else can we do here? Maybe he's got a real cranium here. He's a thinker. That's what it looks like to me. There's his cheek. And we'll give him a little bit more detail. It looks like he's got gray hair. Could have a beard. Or, maybe a dimple in this guy's chin. I don't know. Or him. Color this iron. We could put tattoos on him. All right. So we can take. See, what she does is she does a lot of so darker colors, like she uses either colored pencil or pens, and she can just enhance. So make it a little shadowed areas between the eyes, maybe under the nose. More of a sunken in face. Maybe, let's see. Got a big chin. They're fun to play with and see what's the personality say to you. This guy's happy, or woman, whatever. So we can bring the shadow down into the nose a little bit, across the eye. Usually that's darker. Usually the bottom of underneath your nose is darker. Needs some sleep, but he's still happy. Thanks, Dot. This guy. I think, let's see, more purple. He's real wide. nose. Keep that. Maybe it just goes like that. Under his nose would be a little darker. Under his chin, or his mouth would be darker. Be shaded under there because it's a mustache. Little cheeks maybe. Temples would be a little darker. And I'll have to give some white too for highlights. I'm just gonna give circles under this guy's eyes. He's tired. He's very tired. We'll make some hair for them too. Yeah, big chin. This one's a little more feminine, I think. Just give her some purple lipstick. And let's see. She's laughing, I think. So we'll give her laugh lines right here by your nose. And her eyes here will be little squint lines. A bit of cheekbone right there. Okay, this guy's kind of, what's he saying? What look would this be? He's upset. He looks like he is sad with his. He's dropped his ice cream. Yeah, could be. All right. So now let's get some white jelly roll. And we'll put some highlights in. Yellow eyes. That always helps. It just gives them a better look. We'll just give him a little highlight down the nose. Sometimes I like to do that. Just highlight the nose a little bit. Just gives the form a little more. Put there. I'll also have a little bit on his cheeks if you want. Sometimes they have a little bit on their brow too, depending on how much their brows stick out. Let's see, a little bit in here. Shiny. I think, let's see, maybe underneath his brow. Sometimes that works. And sometimes on the forehead too, depending. Can put some of those on. Mr. Brainiac here. That one already has a little bit. Okay. Or the true face of customer service employee after any problems. I know, they're fun to do. Then you can actually cut these out and add them to bodies. Sure, fun to do. You just make cut out a bunch of shapes out of paper and then add different legs and arms and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so we could add hair. So she adds, see, you can add different types of hair. You're gonna put hats on them. Let's see what she does. I think there's some hair in here. Yeah, see, different hairstyles. She does them all different too. So let's see. Let's give this girl some purple hair. So, And your hair always sticks out above your head, so make it a little bit taller, unless you want a really short bob. Let's give her a short, cute hairstyle. A little bit messy looking, maybe a little windblown. This guy, I think we'll give him brown hair. And he looks like he's a tough guy. This kind of looks like a beard, so I'm going to give him a little bit of a, he's losing his hair a little bit. So he's got a little bit of a, what do they call it? Receding hairline. Let's give him a beard too. Or maybe he's got, what do they call those? Long sideburns. What are they called? Mutton chops or something like that. That brush really got a fine tip. Yeah, it does. Let's add a little blue to that. Brown. It'll give me a really dark, almost black. We can make the eyes a little darker if you want. Let's see. This guy, I think I'm gonna give him his mustache. Maybe we'll curl it. It's waxed. Waxed mustache. And I'm gonna have to do his eyebrows then. Thick. Just dab. Make those a little bit bigger, like that. It's kind of scary looking now. I think he's bald. Dr. Phil. That's good. This one, I think I'm going to make him a hippie. I shouldn't say that, I guess, because lots of people have their hair long. Let's see. Kind of looks like Kiss. I'll put some black in here. Darken some areas just at the back where it would be a little bit shadowed. These are fun to do because you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. We can always put highlights into. A little bit darker eyebrows there. Make them a little more masculine. This guy, I think I want. I'm gonna make his eyes darker for one thing. We'll add the pupil in again. I think I'm going to make this a beard. And he's the thinker. That's funny. This poor guy. He's sad. Let's see, what can we do with this guy? He has hard. He was hard. That's funny. Yeah, he would have been. You're funny. How about a brush cut? Or comb over. Could do that too. Let's just do a comb over. There. Let's darken the eyes. I like the dark eyes. Just contrast again. I'll put some of the color back in. Let's dry it, and then we'll see what else we can do. Okay, so then you can just put your highlights back in. I think that's it. And then maybe I got a small pen. Let's see. I'm just going to go over the lids a little bit. Mostly the top part, just to emphasize that. Okay. And then I think that's it. There's my funny little guys. And now we could also, you can play with them more, give them hats and jewelry and all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to add a little bit of ear stuff in here. And then we'll cut these out next week and add them to bodies and maybe even make them into paper dolls. Okay, so I hope you give them a try. See what you can do. You can make children, you can make aliens, whatever you want to do. And then we'll add bodies to them next week. So I'll let you guys go, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. For the Blooming Artist, I will be doing a live stream on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern this Sunday. So I will leave a a link in the community page and on Patreon. And don't feel you have to come. It will be recorded so you can watch afterwards if you want. So I'll let you go and you have a fantastic day. You're welcome. And we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.